top 10, 8,000 hoorays. Got their hands high as tight ropes, Janelle Monáe. So I spend days and nights on mics, the life I wanted to, and I can have it too if I just kill in the booth.
What's good, Mearablogers? Today I've got another MC on my podcast, one of the hottest female MCs in the game right now. I got Rapsody joining me. Rapsody, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing? Glad to be here.
Good. Now, hip hop is something that you're really big into, and but what's been good with the personal side of Rapsody, and what have you been doing? Just like chilling or just hanging out with your family? What's been good recently with you on the non-musical side?
When I'm not doing music, which is hardly ever, I'm either at home, my hometown, Snow Hill, visiting my grandparents, or, sitting around watching Law and Order. I like to go to the movies a lot, like I'm a movie head. And, I like to play basketball. I get out and play basketball with the guys, and I have fun. Play spades. Those are just some of the things I like to do. I like to read, but I hardly ever get a chance to read. A few books I need to catch up on, but those are a few of the activities I like to do.
All right, cool. Now you're working on a project called Thank Her Now, which hits shelves on June 21st. Tell me about the project.
It's going to be anywhere from like 15 to 20 tracks. We probably recorded anywhere from 30 to 40 for it. Had a hard time picking what to let go. But it's kind of a continuation of Return of the B-Girl. Lyrics. Just telling my story. People can get to know me as an MC. What I grew up, where I grew up, what I grew up listening to, dreams I have, stories just going through life or whatever that most people can relate to. So that's it. Ninth in the Soul Council on the production side. We have a beat from Knots. A few features would be Estelle, Big Crit, Mac Miller.
Nice.
Big Remo at the Soul Council. Marsha Ambrosius. Let me think. Raekwon. We just got Raekwon.
Awesome.
That was nuts.
Yeah.
But, so that's it in a nutshell.
Now, you've done some work with, Mac Miller in the past, and, obviously you got Ninth on the production team. What is it like working with those artists, especially like Ninth Wonder, who's one of the, one of my favorite producers of all time, and definitely one of the best in hip-hop history. What's it like working with, names or guys like that?
Right, I agree. It's a really fun, creative time. I've known Ninth for a while now, so we've developed a friendship. But I remember the first time I recorded with him, you're stuck. It's like, I'm in here with this living legend now. And it's like, I almost don't know how to act. But Ninth is real humble. He's down to earth. He jokes a lot. He makes beats fast. He doesn't ever overthink it. So, and with me, like, we've known each other so long, he knows what I'm looking for, what kind of music I like. So, we get in there, we bang out ideas, he's very creative, he has good ideas, good concepts for songs, come up with hooks, and, we just work. He makes the beat, gives it to me, I write it, we get in there and record. Mac is the same way. Young kid, he has a lot of energy, a lot of good energy, he's real humble, and he loves the culture, like, he's a big Tribe fan, big L fan, so, that's what he likes. Same thing with him, just get in there and you don't overthink it. It's, nothing about business, it's all about the music and having fun. So, that's them. Like a big family, friends, chilling.
Right. Right. Now you promote this, this, like your last album was or your last project was Return of the B-Girl, and you're obviously big into the MCing and just like the culture of hip hop music, and obviously some of the people you've worked with are also big, like like you said, Raekwon and Mac Miller, guys who are really into hip hop music. And so, and also there's been so many great female MCs in the history, whether it be, Jean Grae, Queen Latifah, Missy Elliott, Lauryn Hill, Foxy Brown, some of the greats of all time. What does it mean to be an MC of hip-hop and, stick with the culture and represent the tradition of great female MCs?
Man, I don't even know how to describe that feeling, like, I was telling Nice today, we listened to some music from Thank Her Now, and it's just like, it's almost not real to me. I grew up as a child on TV watching MC Light and Jay-Z and Tribe and Busta and, so many countless other ones. And it was always a dream, but to live it and to meet these people and to be able to work with these people, you know, before the song drops, to say Rapsody and Raekwon, salute to the woo, like, it's hard to put that into words what that means, because, you know, I do love the culture and respect the culture so much in these MCs. So, you know, I'm thankful to be in a position to, you know, be working with someone like Ninth and, you know, not have to deal with labels so much where, you know, I could be creative and I don't have to compromise anything of myself, you know, to make a hit or a radio hit, because it's not about that or the numbers with me and the people I like working with. It's all about the music. So, you know, it's a beautiful thing. Like, it's a beautiful struggle and grind, you know, so I'm having fun with it, most definitely.
Right. Now, is there any, like, you know, future collaborations or things you might be, you know, that you might have in stores for, you know, your audience, like Raekwon side, it's sort of new, but somebody maybe you want to work with or somebody you've had your eye on working with? Is there anything that, you know, fans of Rapsody should know about?
I don't have anything lined up, per se. Well, I met Angie Stone probably like 3 weeks to a month ago, the first stop in D.C. on the Mac Miller tour. And she sent me a few joints that I did. If that make the album, I don't know, but there are a lot of people that I want to work with. Will I be able to work with them? I don't know. I hope so one day, but I know when I do my album, you know, I don't want too many features, but if I could have 2, Erykah Badu and Method Man, I would be happy, you know. But there are a lot of MCs, new and old, I want to work with, like Frank Ocean. I like him a lot.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar, big fan of his. Me and Jean Grae are working on this one. You know, MC Light, Jay-Z, Q-Tip, DJ Premier, Pete Rock, Hot Check. Like, there are a lot of artists, especially that I grew up listening to. Yeah, that I want to work with.
Yeah, what is that dichotomy like of you know, you kind of touched on it earlier, but like guys you grew up listening to or girls you grew up listening to, and now all of a sudden you're working with those people, or some of them, you know, and you possibly could be in the future, you know. What is that dichotomy of that reality, you know, like?
Man, it is heavy. Like, it's like I sit there and I'm stuck, and it's just like, man, this is really happening right now. Me and Sundown, who's an actual proof, who's also on the label, we live together, we're roommates. And there's not a day that goes by that we don't look at each other and be like, man, what in the hell? Like, this cannot be real. Like, like, we do that every day. So, man, it's just a real moment. It's just like, and then when you meet them and you see how humble they are, it's just like, wow, to be as talented as you are, you're very cool. And, you know, I get it. When I meet you, the first thing I ask for is advice. When I met Raekwon just the other 2 nights ago, I asked him for advice. So, you know, I try to learn as much as I can with them in my presence, you know, because they sustain longevity, and I want to know how to, you know, sustain that same longevity. So, you know, that's it.
Yeah. Now, you keep it real with the true lyricism. I know that's really important, you know, like I was saying earlier. But there's like a whole other side of hip-hop that, or you could call it hip-hop, that, you know, a lot of people nowadays are on the mainstream that are doing. You know, what do you think about the status of hip-hop today, and, you know, of maybe like the more commercial side, and you're talking about compromising, you know, not you, but like people that do have to compromise their lyrics, you know. What do you think about like the status of where hip-hop is going, you know, as a whole?
Yeah, I definitely think, you know, a lot of artists that I meet that are on labels, I always hear, you know, if their music doesn't come out this time, I was like, well, what's up? It's like, I'm trying to get out of my label deal. So now where it's headed is, you know, more people are going the independent route, because, you know, really the only thing that a major can do, other than, you know, financially back you, is get you on the radio. I mean, other than that, like, with the internet and iTunes, it's like you can almost sustain yourself. You have the right, you know, army behind you pushing your music and marketing you. So I think a lot of people are going the independent route, you know, only because you have more creativity with your project, control over what you want to do, and also, you know, you can make a good living off of it independently. You don't have to sell as much because you make more a dollar. So, you know, you get to eat off of it, but you get to be creative, the artist that you want to be too. So I think that's kind of direction that it's heading in, you know, rising indie artists. You know, with things like the iCloud that Steve Jobs has introduced.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think in the future, too, it's going to be a thing where you have more labels via, you know, services like iCloud or iTunes where, you know, you distribute to them. Because, you know, CDs are going to be obsolete soon.
Yeah, right, right.
Has the iPad in it.
Yeah.
So, you know, those are just some ideas that I think, you know, that it's going, but definitely a rise in indie artists.
Mm-hmm.
And just, you know, being your own boss and taking control over your music.
Yeah, exactly. The album's titled Thank Her Now. Make sure you go to the store, everybody. It's coming out June 21st, and get every single copy off the shelf because this girl's fire is Rapsody. I really appreciate you coming on the Mearablog Podcast today. Great to talk to you.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you.
For having me.